Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to day 23 of the best of 30 days of sketches from Christy's Beautiful Life. And welcome to what I hope is my third Build-A-Page layout, because I did this layout first, and I am therefore recording this first, but I'm already working and have the first part of the video for yesterday's day, and hopefully I got something up on day 21 as well, my friends. But I was just so anxious to use, I was so thrilled with the idea of using this frame that I came up with when I did the first the part one of the page kit making. So I was so excited. Because I generally have a little bit of trouble with frames. Frankly, I don't use them very often, and yet I love the look. And I'm not quite sure why I even bought the frames with this collection, because normally I wouldn't, and I did. So I figured I obviously needed to get them used up. So I was just so excited. Away I went and got this layout done Saturday evening. Saturday was a big recording day and a big chore day for me. So in the evening, I just went ahead and just had some fun. So I'm sorry, this is a share, not a process. So of course I used the wood grain paper that I wanted to use, and I'm afraid I guess that's fading a bit into my desk. I hope not too much, my friends. And I had sort of paired it with this paper, and I cut, if you look at the sketch, I varied it a little bit. I think you can still definitely see the idea and the influence of the sketch. But of course, the first thing here is I have one photo, not two. And I sort of don't have this big rectangular block as there is on the sketch. I went a little bit differently with this. I had originally cut this piece out, which is the paper I had chosen to go with this lovely wood grain, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it in the back. I didn't like the way it sat. So in the end, I have this still. I looked at this paper, and I had this size scrap of it from a previous layout, and I really liked the way that looked, and then the nice mustard yellow down here. So my arrangement of these papers, there are still two. I still have the long and narrow strip here, but the arrangements of my papers are a little bit different than you see in the sketch. And the sketch is from Susan Stringfellow for Sketch Savvy. It was sketch number 129. And that's a few Susan Stringfellow sketches we have had chosen this month. I would say she's probably one of our top, along with Susanna, this month, and I do absolutely love this sketch, but I've taken it maybe in a little bit of a different direction. So using my first page kit, and then of course I did cut most of the tags apart, and I have the rest here ready to go for layouts. And rather than just put one tag down here on the side and one tag at the top, as is in the sketch, I put two. And I sort of staggered them, and I really, really like that look. So I went with sort of this nice rust color, this floral. I have the paper ready as well. And this, in the end, is where I put a nod to the house paper. I used the tag instead, and a nod to that lovely dark charcoal paper as well. So I have those there, and being a little bit lazy. And I didn't find that this layout lent itself to twine. So I decided to use the little puffy hearts from this collection and put those in lieu of. So I don't know whether that sort of irksome, whether you're just all looking at that going in and really, you know what, you can see from the circle under there that it should be punched and there should be twine. But I kind of like it. So that is what I'm going with. And as I was building my layers of paper, I felt that something was missing on the background, but I didn't want to do any heavy mixed media. Gwen does like mixed media in her albums, but I really felt that this was a little bit more of an elegant, solemn type photo occasion. And therefore, if I did do something on the background, it needed to be very, very light. But I wanted something to break up the beautiful background, but still let it show through completely this gorgeous wood grain with the main element of the layout. So I got my heart stencil, my Paige Evan heart stencil, and then some ink. And I tried a variety of inks. I went with the Stampin' Up! Crumb Cake, which is sort of like a craft color, the lighter browns, one that was sort of a little bit of a very, I tried Antique Linen as well from Tim Holtz, and they were all just blending in. You couldn't see anything. So in the end, I thought, you know what, I'm going to try a gray, because at worst, you know, it might bring out this sort of gray, pale charcoal color. But I got what Stampin' Up! Calls gray granite, and I love it. Look, it's sort of a mid-tone gray, I guess, warm, on the warm side, as opposed to the cooler, so with just a touch of a brown undertone. So it's almost taupe in my book. And it gave this beautiful, there you go, color on the background, exactly what I was looking. So that was ink number 4 that I tried, and I love it. Got my frame down, and then I looked at the chipboard and the sticker sheet, and I just felt like I would get a couple of florals. So that is, again, different from the sketch, but I really, really like this sort of little cluster here and this cluster here, which almost brings these two sides together. I'd left a bit of an awkward space here, so I just put the word blessings, because this is, of course, toddler Diego's baptism, which was just a couple of weeks ago. He is almost 3, but of course, due to COVID, there was nothing going on for a couple of years. So I put the sticker here, popped up on flat to the frame, but popped up on foam here. I popped one of the puffy stickers behind, and 2 little puffy hearts here, the word today, and then this was just perfect for a lovely large, the XL Dottie About Flair Flairalicious piece in the black and white. Just a lovely statement little cluster here, but understated enough to not take away from the photo, I think, in any way, shape, or form. Just a nice black and white. And therefore, though, this sort of made the bottom part of the layout a little heavy. So that's where I decided I needed to do another little cluster up here. And this time I used pretty much the same icon, but the same floral, but this from the chipboard sheet. Popped this up on foam, and then just popped this gorgeous little XOXO. And these Flair, you can buy them individually, just, you know, one. I think they were 35p each. So I have quite a few of these, but they don't come in a set. You can make your own set and buy as many colors or as few as you want. So I just popped that. So I'm getting better at tucking in my Flair. And then I just popped one of the brads from this collection. There you go, Joan. My supplies are right side up this time. Oh my God, I confused us both the other day, didn't I? There we go. And then I decided that my title would look better this way as opposed to coming out here, because of course I've just layered with just the one photo. I don't have that little shelf here as the sketch calls for. So together, Little Bird, Noted, and that sort of finishes this one, and I love it. I hope you do too. So my friends, if you are playing along with the 30 Days of Sketches, how's it going? I haven't, we're day 23 already, and I haven't asked you how it was going yet. So if you're playing along, let me know down below how it's going. If you're playing along with us on Build-A-Page, let me know that for sure. And of course, I will have the Best of 30 Days of Sketches playlist linked down below, and I will have links to my lovely friends playing along with Build-A-Page, Kristen, Shannon, Jen. Christy is not playing along this month. She'll be back next month, but her channel is down there anyway. Sheila, Scotian Scrapbooker over on Instagram. And I will be back here tomorrow, my friends, with another layout. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now, my friends.